Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mob Truck in this bitch. And unless you've been living under the rock, man, you've been hearing what's been going on with Falcon Transportation. And if you don't know, Falcon Transportation was a flatbed company. I'm not sure where they was out of or whatever, but I've seen their trucks around. They used to have the green internationals and stuff. But they officially shut their doors either, I think, last night on the 27th, I believe. I'm not sure. But they're technically out of business. They just shut the doors. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like should be a wake-up call to any company drivers or lease operators or anything out there. You know what I'm saying? Because those guys didn't have any notice of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Those guys had no notice. They woke up one day and they seen a message on the Qualcomm saying they ain't had a job no more. And believe me, I know how that shit felt. Because when I was operations manager, I went into my job one day. They just told me to get the fuck on. You know? So none of that shit feels to go to work one day and feel like and then you don't have a job no more. No notice, no nothing. Just get the fuck on. And what I've learned in that situation is that you should always, I always stress this in my videos, save your money, save your money, save your money. Because you never know what can happen out here. In trucking, anybody can get cut off real quick. The whole industry is a liability. That's the only reason why I stress, don't put all your eggs in one basket with this shit. And this can happen with big companies, small companies, medium-sized companies. It can happen to any of these companies. Let me tell you something. Ain't none of these companies debt-free. Just think about that. Ain't none of these companies debt-free. I think the only company that I can think on top of my head that's 100% debt-free is Crete. Crete is the only one that is debt-free. All these mega carriers, Swift, Prime Transport, Schneider and shit. All these motherfuckers are in debt. You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing but one hard hit and they'll be off the map also. And if you think you just comfortable and cool and shit like that, you don't need to be paying attention to what's going on in the news, in the trucking news. You know what I'm saying? In trucking news, these companies are getting sued left and fucking right. Swift just lost a $100 million lawsuit. Pam Transport just lost a major lawsuit. Prime Logistics is going through a bunch of class action lawsuits. I keep thinking these companies are fucking, everything is all good with these companies. No matter how big or small they are. They all have one thing in common, that is fucking debt. For all we know, we may open up the book one day and we may see fucking Prime. We may see Prime. They shutting their doors too. And everybody that's out there leasing, everybody that's company driver, they're doing all that shit. If you ain't got no money saved, you're going to be in that same mess talking about go ahead and park that truck some fucking where. You know? And be out of a fucking job. That's why I always stress about owning shit. Because it could be somebody else's mistake, the reason why some shit get taken from you. Look into the history books at Aero Trucking. Happened the same fucking way. And he left drivers stranded all over the fucking country. It don't matter if they was a company driver or a lease operator. Them niggas sent them that message and say, we are done. Turn that truck into the next dealership. And all that money you had invested, all that time you was out there playing. Now shit got real. Now you stuck in buckfuck nowhere. Hitchhiking with other truckers trying to get back home. That's why I always stress, man. I always stress that shit. Save your fucking money. Save your money and pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention. We coming up on another election year. You next year. And if you know anything about any type of business, it's not even trucking. Every election year, everything slows down a little bit. You know, everything slows down a little bit because nobody want to invest in too much, just in case they don't know. They might rewrite the whole tax shit again, or they might do some crazy shit about health insurance and bullshit like that again. Let me tell you something. Like when Obamacare happened and shit, it took a hard hit with companies. You know what I'm saying? Because even though the health insurance is getting a lot of money, and if you got a decent job, you may be paying a little bit less for health insurance, but those companies are paying like $600 something a week. No, I'm sorry, a month for one person. So when that shit happened, it kind of fucked everything up. You know what I'm saying? So it's little shit like that can happen. So if you think that you were a mega carrier and you think, oh, they got all the freight in the world and all that shit like that, the motherfuckers are in debt. And it don't take them one small mistake, one loss account, one huge ass lawsuit to knock everything off. You think I'm something about these companies? These companies be one entity but have different fucking companies under the same shit. Like UPS, you got UPS Ground, UPS Freight, UPS Express. Then you got the regular UPS. And you got FedEx, FedEx Ground, FedEx Critical, FedEx Express, FedEx Freight, Swift Refrigerated. They're all one entity, but all have different company with different LLC numbers. So if Swift was to get sued, it won't affect Swift Refrigeration. So Swift can transfer all that money to Swift's Refrigeration, and Swift is declared bankruptcy. If you think I'm bullshitting, man, go back in time, man. It's been happening to businesses since the beginning of fucking time, bro. It's like, this shit should be a wake-up call to anybody out there, man. It should be a wake-up call to save your money and inspect the unexpected. Because that comfortable state that you think you're in right now can get snatched away from you like this. But just want to chime in, man. You know, if y'all see any drivers out there that need a ride home, man, don't be fucking green acting like a bitch, like you don't want to let them in there, man. Help them boys out, man. Because that might be you next. Celadon? Come on, man. Celadon gonna be next, too. Celadon's stock rate's been dropping like a motherfucker. I'm just saying, man. Y'all boys better have a plan B. A plan B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And you better have your money saved up. I give all y'all a challenge. I'm gonna give all y'all a challenge. This is what I've done. Every check you get, put up $250. No matter what. Save up $250 per week. I don't care if it was the first you had to pay your rent, your car note, whatever, all that shit at one time. Save $250. You only need like $50 or $60 to live on the road, really. You know what I'm saying? As you spurging out that fucking iron skillet every fucking night, but save that shit. And you'll be surprised how quickly that shit will grow. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, Miss Mom trucking this bitch. I'm out, man. Hope this wakes y'all up.